Okay, very good afternoon, students. Okay, in the previous class, as we are discussing about the different feedback loops, clear? Okay, we had seen that is different components of the feedback loops, and we had seen about the negative feedback system. Okay, today we'll see about the positive feedback loop or the positive feedback system. We'll see today positive. Okay, feedback system. Okay, this positive feedback system is strengthening a change in controlled condition. Okay, this is a positive feedback system that is strengthening a change in the controlled condition is known as a positive feedback system. Okay, and this positive feedback system is going to be continuous till is there any interruption. Clear? See, if there is no interruption, then what happens continuously? This positive feedback system is going to be continuous. Okay, so this is going to be stopped whenever there is any interruption. Okay, here we'll see one example for this positive feedback system, that is normal childbirth. Okay, normal childbirth is an example for this positive feedback system. Clear? See what happens in this case of normal childbirth. See, that is first contraction of labors. Okay, first if you see regarding the first, there is a contraction of labor. Okay, this will be acting like a stimulus. Clear? First there will be contraction of labor which will be acting like a stimulus. See, because of this, it is going to be push a part of the fetus into the cervix. Okay, because of this contraction, it is going to be pushing a part of fetus into cervix. Okay, and if you see, this cervix is the lower part of the uterus, okay, which opens into the vagina. Okay, the part, okay, what is meant by this cervix? It's a lower part of the uterus, okay, which opens into the vagina. Clear? See, because of this contraction of labor, okay, which is pushing, okay, a part of the fetus into the cervix. Clear? Then what happens? The stretch sensitive nerve cells. Okay, the stretch sensitive, okay, nerve cells. Okay, this we will call it as a receptor. Clear? See, this stretch sensitive nerve cells is going to monitor the amount of stretching. Okay, monitors the amount of stretching of cervix. Okay, which is going to be monitors the amount of stretching of the cervix. Clear? See, then the stretching is increases. Clear? As the stretching is going to be increases immediately, which will be send input to brain. Clear? See, the brain in turn, which is evaluating this input and which will be sending the output commands, that is release one hormone, you will call it as oxytocin. Clear? See, now what this oxytocin is doing? See, this oxytocin is going to be released into the blood. Now this oxytocin causes, okay, that is the muscles of the uterus to contract even more forcefully. Clear? Causes the contraction of uterus, that is more forcefully. Clear? See, because of that, because of this contraction of this uterus, clear, that means fetus, okay, it is pushing the fetus, okay, even down to the uterus. Clear? That means it's still somewhat further, which will be pushing the fetus downwards. Clear? See, because of that, which is going to be stretches the cervix, okay, even more. Clear? See, if like this, what happens? The cycle is going to be continuous. Okay, as the cycle is going to be continuous, okay, and this is going to be okay interrupted by childbirth. Clear? See, then what happens? No more oxytocin is released. Clear? See, this you will call it as a positive feedback system. Clear? See, that means it is going to be strengthening a change in the control condition. Clear? See, don't get confused between the negative and positive feedback systems. Okay, till now I had seen, okay, many of you are getting confused. For negative, they are writing the example of childbirth, and for the positive, they are writing the example of blood pressure. Clear? They don't get confused. For the positive means it is going to be strengthening. Okay, strengthening a change in the control condition means you remember an example of normal childbirth. Clear? See here, what happens first, there will be initial contraction. Okay, so whenever, okay, it's after completion of 9 months, initially there will be contraction of labor is going to be started, that you will call it as a stimulus. Clear? See, because of that stimulus, which is going to be pushing only a part of the fetus into the cervix. See, whenever this is going to be pushing a part of fetus into the cervix, and immediately the stretch sensitive nerve cells, okay, this we will call it as a receptors, that is going to be monitoring, okay, the amount of stretching of the cervix. Okay, how much the cervix is going to be stretching, that is going to be monitored by these stretch sensitive nerve cells. Then what happens, as the stretching is still increasing, so this stretch sensitive nerve cells are detecting this stretching and sending an input to the brain. Clear? Now this brain is going to be evaluating this input, and which will be releasing one hormone as an output command, that is oxytocin into the blood. Clear? See, because of this oxytocin, okay, the contraction of the uterus is going to be, will become more forceful, then still the fetus is going to be further pushed down to the uterus. Clear? See, because of that, stretches the cervix even more. This kind of cycle is going to be continuous. Clear? See, as the cervix is going to be stretches, then the baby is going to be coming out. Clear? See, I told you already initially, this positive feedback system is going to be continuous till is there any interruption. Clear? Here the interruption is the childbirth. Okay, once the child, there is a childbirth, immediately what happens, this positive feedback system is going to be totally stopped, so that no more oxytocin is going to be released. Okay, see, that's all students about this positive feedback system and about the loops, feedback loops, that is the different components and the different types of feedback loops. Okay, that is the negative feedback loop as well as the positive feedback loop.